I'm down for whatever, but I never fall. Whenever I need my soldiers, they there when I call. I'm never scared when it's time to lay my life down. I need some warriors to stand with me right now. Forget about the hate, I gotta stick to the plan. I pray to God every day to be a better man. With all this pressure, I'ma need to hold my own. I don't wanna do nothing.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm Arthur J, and this is my co-host Tori, and we back with another episode.
Yes, sir.
Man, we excited, man. You know, we just on this journey, and we just hope we can enlighten y'all, man. We on a mission, just to give y'all our opinion, and we just hope that y'all can take in what we saying, man. Tori, man, how you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm feeling real good, real good. Won't complain, can't complain.
Yes, sir, man. I feel you, man. Same here. You know, exposing the lies. You can't handle the truth. We gonna get into it. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it, man. For the single man, set your standards higher, man. Women do it all the time. Women, they set their standards higher all the time, even if they don't believe in the standards that they claim that they putting out there. Even if they don't believe in, they still set it high. Like they feel like a man gotta be making
6 figures.
6 figures, you know, whatever they feel like they gotta be making. You need to set your standards.
Yeah.
You know, they feel like you gotta do this to impress them. You need to set your standards. So men, don't just allow the women to set standards that they don't even truly believe in, and you don't set no standards. You trying to do all these things to impress her, but you don't have no standard. That's what's wrong in the society today. You know, today you see a lot of men that they too busy trying to get the woman till they don't even set no standards for their own. You know, and it's crazy like that, man. I want to tie you right in on that because it's like, how do you feel about that, man? You know, they set high standards and men don't set no standards at all. A lot of men don't set no standards at all.
Well, at the end of the day, I use setting standards and setting goals kind of combined in one. So if you're talking more so, hey, the type of woman you want, you have a standard, you have a checklist, check it off. But at the end of the day, don't just get with somebody that a woman choose you, because you might not never live up to her standards. So it's good to have your own standard so you can see what you might be lacking, or you might can't vibe correctly with a particular woman or whatever. But setting goals and standards for yourself, be realistic with the standards. That's how I say, be realistic with your standards. And as you go through life, check those standards off. It'll make you a better person. It'll open up your horizons to things that you might want, or whether it's a business you want to start, or you want to own some kind of duplexes, anything in life. Set your standards so when it comes, you know how to handle it, and you just keep on going. It's a forever lasting goal setting, standard setting. It never stops. So
that's real, man. That's real, man. You know, it's crazy because the minute we're gonna get right into this. The minute a chick be wearing some things, and I'll give you an example. A woman know that she can put on some shorts. They can be tight, cheeks be hanging all out, and they can just wear certain things, and they know a man that, you know, a lot of men that just fall over them. They'll be fumbling out the mouth over them.
Yeah.
They'll just be after them like that. You know, and I'm not saying that's standards of goals that you should be that you need to strive for to set.
Yeah.
But they do set a standard where it's like, here it is. Men know now I gotta come up with a way to get her. And a lot of them, like I said in previous episode, they throw that money at them, and they feel like that's the way to get them, or that's the way that they need to impress them and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me because it's like you'll have some men, they'll see women that be dressed a certain way and revealing a lot, and they act like they never seen it before. I told you, man, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. And it's like, you know, I think it's crazy to me when you talking about standards like we both are talking about, and just really exposing the lies and just telling people what they really can't can't handle, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. And the truth is, it's like, I want to tie you into this. How do you feel in today's society where women they do certain things, like the example that I gave was just throwing on things, and then you see different men that just fall for anything just because they just thinking with their penis. I'm just gonna be real.
At the end of the
Hit
day,
you with something hard, man.
At the end of the day, man, like I don't know what standards that some guys go for, but you know, I'm that type, you know, pre-married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type that say we work in distributions. You know what I'm saying? It's 100 men to 5 women. Just say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm that guy that I'm not gonna blow up your head. I don't care what you got going on, how you look, da da da. I'm that type that's gonna blow past you and hey, how you doing? But you'll never be able to say, oh, he tried to talk to me. Oh, he trying to do this. Those are not the standards that I'm looking for. But as you got to show your body, for as a female goes, show your body to be attractive or have the appeal for men to just keep running at you, throwing it at you, whatever. So I can't speak too much for those guys who throwing money, but I could definitely tell you that you're messing up a lot of women's head, and now that's what they expect for men to, you know, just come at them with money instead of conversation, a good head on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go for the girl who got to be too revealing, because I wouldn't want my woman to always be revealing anyways, period. But that's a different kind of standard that I'm not looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Let me ask you a question, man, because I'm telling you, you really made me start thinking. Hypothetically, if men in this world, majority of men that women see, was walking the right path and wasn't coming at them the way they come at them, I just throw something out there. What have you seen more men that was just like their standards was set higher, and they just not going after the first chick that they see, you know, that got a fat booty, or the chick that they see that, you know, just revealing all her stuff. How you feel women would approach, or how you feel they would act if they saw more men just really focusing more on the leadership, you know, the way my opinion, it should be, than what they seeing now. How you think women would react to that? That's
hypothetically, right?
Right.
Because, you know,
we know in today's in real life you don't.
Yeah,
but I'm going somewhere with it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking you.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of men are thinking with one thing, and you know, a woman can always get sexual needs or sexual.
But what if majority of the men wasn't thinking like that?
But it's a lot of us out there that don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's always gonna be those who, you know, because all women don't do that. You have some higher standard women that is not dressing like that, but majority of the women that would think like, that's a hard question. Because if I go back in the days where the man actually provided, and not to go far as on slavery days, but look at the women of that generation, or look at the great grands or grandma. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear about they had long dresses on and slips. I don't think these young ladies know what slips is these days. You know what I'm saying? But I do think the standard, if 80% of men was living to higher their standards, I think overall it'll change the narrative for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This guy don't want me for my body. It's more than my body. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the women will step up also and stop being so revealing, especially these days on social media days where everything is, let me pull up these tight pants or what they spandex that show too much or something they don't need to be showing. But I think a lot of men do need to hold most of these women and start glorifying them. And, oh, baby, you look so good. How about you tell a woman, girl, what the hell? But then you'll come off as sexy. You probably be in the office, definitely if you do it at work. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
And the reason why I asked that, man, and I told you I was going somewhere with this, is because I'm not trying to put it all on us men that, this is the reason why women, you know, they come at you and be like, well, you got to pay for it. I'm not putting it all on us of why women think the way they think or whatever. I'm not blaming nobody.
Some women.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, whether you want to agree with me or not, when you are in an environment in life, because I've had a lot of women tell me this behind closed doors, when that's all you see, you approach things that way. In other words, you always got to go back to the why of why people do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, you see a lot of men a certain way. Let's be real. You don't. I'm gonna get like this. You don't see a lot of men in their kids' life. We talked about that on the episode. I mean, not to say that they're not in their kids' life, but let's just be real. In this in our culture, you don't see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's gonna be the mentality when you see that? Or you don't see, I've heard a lot of women say this, you don't see a lot of men be faithful and not step out. I'm not saying all men are like that, but I don't see a lot of it. You don't see a lot of men that really, when I say a lot, I'm talking about a lot of men that really treat their women with dignity and respect. I'm not saying that it's not men out there in the world or different ones out there, but you just don't see that. So a lot of things, not to blame it on men, but that's why I asked the question, hypothetically, just pretending if we was in a world where, a woman would think like, okay, this ain't getting me nowhere. How much of them would continue to do that based on you not going to get nothing in return by it? It's just like a man coming in your DMs and he at you. You ignoring him. After a while, he gonna stop. I don't care how many times he keep coming in your DM, he gonna stop because he's gonna feel like it's not getting me nowhere. So I feel like we live in a society, or we live in a life where as long as, you ain't gonna give me no money, okay, I go to a nigga that'll give me some money. Or you ain't gonna give me no coochie, okay, I'm gonna go to a woman that's gonna give me some. We have too many options, and it just make me wonder, what if you take away them options? Where will you be then? How would a woman approach certain things, or how they go about doing things, and vice versa?
Man, but at the end of the day, it's hard to say because we don't live in a hypothetically world.
True.
And in reality, it's always gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a girl can get whatever she want from some people. Not all men ain't with that. You one of those men that are not with that. I'm not finna throw you cash, or not saying I won't help my relationship, or if you need something, that's what a relationship is about. But that is not the first thing. You have some females or some men that's straight out the gate. Man, hey, when can I come over? Not no conversation. I'm just trying to cut. Not no conversation. It's strictly about sex. Some women are the same way. Hey, what can I get up out of you? But the reality of the world is, men like us that values the respect of covering up. Because some women, they be showing a lot, and they have a body that no matter what they put on, it's going to reveal. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be attractive, and it's going to be sexy without trying to be sexy. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, we live in that world that it's always going to be a man out there just ready to go the easy route just for cut, or a woman that's just looking for a man to pay her bills or get whatever she can get from. But in the long end, the back end, most of them people going to find themselves lonely, wore out, too many miles, men going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So, but if we could try our best to do our best diligence to lead by example, so we can talk to some of these young men how to respect their women, and women to respect themselves, then we can push the culture along like that. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it's always going to be, what it is that we look at today.
And I don't want people to think that, I don't want women to think that this is about me saying how women dress. I just use that for an example.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that, because
they'll be on your head. You already know it,
and that's fine.
And I'm gonna be right with the shenanigans too.
That's fine, because at the end of the day, everything that I say, I know exactly why I'm saying
Yeah.
it. Sometimes it'd be hard for me to express
Express
myself
it.
because there's so much that go in my that's just how my brain works.
Yeah.
But I just use that for an example because I'm not out here judging anybody the way they dress and anything. And me as a single man, because I know, see, you
Yeah.
a married man, so it's a lot different. But me as a single man, I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't notice. Or I'm not going to sit there and act like I don't never look.
Yeah.
I'm not,
I mean,
you know, that would be me lying. But I'm one of the type of people that I be like, I see a lot of guys that they just weak-minded.
Yeah.
And when you a strong-minded man or strong-minded woman, you ever women be around a girl that is so weak-minded and you be like, just so frustrated.
Mhm.
It ain't got nothing to do with you, but
Yeah.
you be so frustrated because you be like, why you think like that?
mm.
Why do you just move like that?
Mhm.
It's frustrating. It's just like I understand why Jordan teammates on the Last Dance, they say how hard Jordan was because when you around a bunch of teammates or a bunch of peers that don't think the way you think or not driven the way you driven or don't have the motivation or have the mindset you have, it'll frustrate you, and you'll get to a point where you gotta look at it and be like, everybody not built like that.
And just like I was telling you earlier, like your standards and your goals, they run together. Because when you set your standards high, it ultimately leads you to reaching the goal that you're trying to accomplish. That's just like you saying, ain't nothing wrong with, you looking. You're definitely a single man. But let me ask you this. Little shawty over there fine. You looking. She don't have on too much. You know what I'm saying? Could you see yourself taking that young lady home to meet your mother? Because most of the women that dress like that are amongst thousands of people, and I'm just keeping it in the workplace for that distribution work where it's hot or whatever. Keeping it in that genre. They'll dress like that around your folks too. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to look, but could you see yourself, oh, this woman is fine, beautiful, but can I take her home to meet my parents? Or can I have, just say you have your daughter? Is this the one, the lady I want my daughter looking up to? You see what I'm saying? So that's what we got to keep in where we put our standards up. Oh yeah, you might be looking good, but I got bigger goals in mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
Right,
I think
man.
you got to run them both together.
And again, this is not about trying to tell anybody how to dress because
I think he is, ladies. I think he is.
Trust me, I'm not, man. I'm not. Dress how you want to dress because I'm not gonna sit there and act like I'm one of them old heads that being like, look at it, look at it, look at here, look at
You're gonna
it.
be shucking
Look
and
at her
jiving.
over there. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the cat drinking out the bowl.
Exactly.
Get
man.
out the bowl in my Kevin Hart voice. But man, in all seriousness, man, the truth hurts.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it. Let's really get into it. The truth hurts. Women don't want a man that's soft or lame. We also don't want a woman that don't have no confidence. So I want to tie you into that. How do you feel about, a woman? They'll say, I don't, they don't. It turn them off for a man to be, like, no woman don't want no man that's soft like that.
Yeah.
You want a manly man. So at the same time, me, I'm gonna look at it both ways. We don't want a woman that don't have confidence. We have to spend don't nothing make a man so more aggravated than to put so much energy into a woman who don't have confidence. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I believe in showing your love and encouraging her.
Yeah.
But to spend so much time trying to boost up her confidence when we want to see that in you. I may encourage it or enhance it or help you get to a level where it grows. But to come in and a person is just don't have no confidence in themselves and I have to put so much energy into that. Why is it when a man, you will look at him as being lame, we have to be understanding of how you feel, but if we say that turn us off, that you don't have no confidence, the truth hurts. But you will say, be real with me. You'll say, be truthful with me, but you can't handle the truth. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. I want to tie you into that. How do you feel about that?
I really
brother?
feel like, honestly, that most women most women, I'm gonna say that hardly. Most women don't want a pushover. No, most women do not want a softy crybaby. You know what I'm saying? Most women don't look at those particular men like that as leaders. No matter how much they push it to the side, oh, I don't want to. No, women want to be led. That's what a man's responsibility is, to lead his family. You know what I'm saying? And you do have strong-minded women that might clash. Well, you have to be, at that time, a bigger alpha than making your lady be the bigger alpha, because don't no woman want to have all the decision, period. I know this. And when we talk about confidence in a woman, yes, we do want confidence. That's so sexy to me. That is so attractive. You know what I'm saying? Don't no man really want to, I guess, like the women say, build a man. No man want to build a woman. You know what I'm saying? Have self-confidence and knowing your worth is the biggest confidence ever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it sucks because you do have some what Ralph Travis had, that doggone song back in the days, man with sensitivity. Whatever. But at the end of the day, man, no woman really, I ain't gonna say no woman, but a lot of women, they gonna run all over that and do what they want to do. Don't no woman want to be able to run over their man. And a man with a woman with confidence, he know he ain't finna be able to run over her, because she ain't having it. Because she has enough confidence in herself that she'll get rid of you and be just fine, because she knows at the end of the day, she knows her worth and is somebody they're worthy of her worth. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. And I just want to feedback on that. A woman may not always tell you that she want a man that's gonna not be a pushover. She may not always tell you that, but deep down inside, I like how you was honest and you was like, that's so sexy to me when a woman is confident like that. It's so sexy to a woman when a man is confident in himself and he's not a pushover. You know, like, nah, baby, we this is the way God want us to go, or this is the way I feel that would be best for us. This is the way. No, we gonna fall back from that. This is gonna be better. Whatever it is, it's not about controlling, but it's about showing her that no, I'm thinking about us.
If this doesn't work out in the way that it should, at least I was trying to lead us in a better position.
Right.
Now,
She can respect
I'm going
that.
to seek your counsel also. It ain't just that I'm making a decision. I am gonna consult with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, let me do, I feel like we should go this route. And I want to say something else before we go to another subject. When I say confidence. But a woman also, with her being so confident, she need to be able to come to you and be vulnerable. That's just what it is. A lady with confidence, that don't mean, oh, they just got to be so strong because they can get through everything. No. A woman wants to be with a man that she know at the end of the day, she's comfortable with letting him lead. She's confident enough with following his leadership and being vulnerable at a time. You know what I'm saying? When she need to be. She don't always have to be strong. You hear that, strong black women, you can make it through anything, you can go through. No, some women don't want to have to always be strong. You know what I'm saying? And the confidence to just let themselves go and be vulnerable at that moment to their mate is also showing respect to that man being a leader and being strong enough to handle those burdens for the both of y'all.
Man, and see, you made me start thinking, man. I like how you said that, because we don't always want to show our tough and hard side to you.
Yeah.
This, when you said that, it made me think, like, and that's the thing, like, as a man, if I show my vulnerable side, I don't want you to think that that's a sign of, oh, you can walk all over me. And I'm speaking as a single man. Like, I don't want to, find my queen in this, the minute I because I'm just, you say this, what women say, they want a real man, they want a man that's gonna be truthful, they want a man that's not gonna lie. So if I'm being honest 100%, in that honesty, you're gonna see some vulnerability. You're gonna see times where I may shed a tear.
Yeah.
If that's what I feel like doing. You may see a time where I may be hurt. You may see a time where I can't figure it out. Am I soft? Am I lame? Because you're not used to seeing that.
Yeah.
You're not used to seeing a man that just be like that. So now it's like, oh, he's so lame. He's so soft. Like, nah.
Man.
Don't get it twisted. don't get it twisted. I still will go up somebody's head for you. I still would take care of my own.
Yeah.
But it's like a man that can be honest and be truthful, you know, that's somebody to be working with, and vice versa. A woman that can show her vulnerable side and can show her truthful side and show that she real, like, look, I know I got a messed up attitude, but I'm willing to work on it. You know I have trust issues, but I'm willing to work on it.
Yep.
And
that's what
that's
it is.
sexy.
Yep.
It goes back to when we was talking about the since we made jokes about it, the what you wear, since they ladies go probably think that got some against what they wear. It goes back to that. Now that's sexy, lady. That's sexy when you just honest about yourself. You know, and people think that honesty mean being, you know, nasty,
rude
and stuff like that. Like, man, I'm just real, so I'm gonna just talk about your mama crazy. I'm just gonna talk about your big head kids crazy. You know, but at least you got a real one. You know, I'm not lying to you. I'm like, so just hurting each other feelings and just saying the worst things we can say
to each other, because I'm gonna say what I want to know.
Yeah,
sometimes in a relationship,
that's me being
I ain't
truthful.
even gonna say in a relationship, just amongst people, just in general, you have to be respectful.
Right.
Period. Because that's the first thing. Respectful. You know, yeah, be real, be honest with yourself, but it's also a time and it's a place and how you present it. And your body language. Everything goes with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it, like you said, keeping it real or speaking your mind and being strong, confidence don't have anything to do with being rude. That's just a nasty person. You know?
Right, man. I want to ask you a question, man.
Uh-oh.
When a man tell a woman the truth, can she handle it? Why or why not?
Man, you trying to get me in a Jody moment, man. Jody and Yvette, depending on what it is. I mean, you should always try to be honest. Like, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm putting this on the internet. I got in trouble maybe 2 weeks ago for telling a little lie. And it don't matter how big the lie is, even though I had every intentions on telling the truth. But if a woman or a person, just vice versa, catch you in that lie, man, that messes up a whole thing with trust. You have to be able to, no matter how big, small, whatever, now you're a liar. Period. No matter how harsh that sound, but you put yourself in that position. So at the end of the day, you need to try to live your life honest, no matter if the honesty hurts. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it depends on the situation, but you should always be honest, because when I say depend on the situation, if you out there cheating, well, you're not being honest anyway. That's just a whole point blank lie. You know what I'm saying? But just honesty is everything. That mate need to know they can trust your word. Or the things that you tell them. So, you know,
man, that's so real, man. Honesty, you know, and it's about choices too, because a lot of times as and I'm, you know, I want to speak for the men. You have to think about everything that comes with, you know, like you said, whenever you do tell a lie, you have to think about every choice that you make. You know, if I make this choice, am I gonna have to lie about it? And then if I lie about it, then I'm gonna have to fix that lie. So it's like, if you live in your truth and you just live a life where you like, I don't want that drama. You know, anything I do in life, I want to do it where if she have a problem with something, it's not something that is definitely gonna be poison into our marriage or our relationship. It's not me lying. It's not me out there doing crazy something. It's something that, you know, that's small that we can easily fix and we can get past, because some things it be so big that people do over and over and over and over and over to, you know, by the time you do tell the truth, that's another reason why they can't handle the truth. So you have to live in your truth, and you have to, you know, make better choices in everything you do, so you won't have to lie about it. But man,
a lot of lies that I say anyway, just to be real quick, if I lie, at the end of the day, somewhere down the road, I'm gonna have to pay for that lie. Like, something always happen. You get in a car accident because you lied where you was at. Yeah, you know, things of that nature. So just be honest, because every lie gonna catch up to you either now or later.
Yes, sir, man. We can go all day long, but we're going to wrap it up real quick.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want you to click like, subscribe, you know, share. I'm off the J. And this is my co-host, Tori. Until next time, peace.
I hate the feeling that I get when I wanna quit. Keep my composure when a hater say something slick. Talking 100 when you don't keep it 50. I see the fake every time you hanging with me. You say you straight, but your actions showing different. That's right. Why should I